Women's liberation was marching through the culture in the early 70s, literally, with tens of thousands turning out for the 1970 women's strike for equality, and fashion, of course, followed. Clothes went soft, clingy, and largely unstructured, worn with little to no support from undergarments. It started dreamy. Designers like Zandra Rhodes, Ossie Clark, and Laura Ashley pushed a prairie romantic, fairy tale femininity, fringe, chiffon, anything that could drape. Vogue itself called it purest fantasy. Then softness took over everywhere. Halston built a business on ultra suede and clingy jersey. Sonia Rykiel and Missoni elevated knitwear. Calvin Klein did whisper thin satin. Diane von Furstenberg introduced the wrap dress, and underneath nearly all of it, polyester. Cheap, wrinkle-free, and exactly what a decade of newly working women needed. It also happened to arrive right as Paris Couture was contracted. Balenciaga closed his house entirely in 1968, and his peers pivoted hard into ready-to-wear. Denim went upscale next. By 1973, Neiman Marcus was calling Levi Strauss America's single most important fashion contribution, and Calvin Klein, Gloria Vanderbilt, and Fiorucci turned jeans into a designer category almost overnight. That same year, 5 French couturiers faced off against 5 American designers: Halston, Bill Blass, Oscar de la Renta, Anne Klein, Stephen Burrows, at a 1973 charity fashion show at the Palace of Versailles, now known as the Battle of Versailles. Coverage at the time in the International Herald Tribune credited the Americans with the standout performance of the night, writing that American fashion had come of age and France could no longer ignore it. Nostalgia crept in too. Yves Saint Laurent's 1971 collection referenced 1940s wartime dress, and film moments like The Godfather pulled fashion back towards structured shoulders and geometric prints. By 1977, the decade split in 2 directions at once. Disco had Halston and Stephen Burrows dressing bodies in spandex and lurex for Studio 54, and in London, Vivienne Westwood and Malcolm McLaren had already lit the fuse on punk a year earlier. Safety pins, tattered fabric, a direct rejection of everything that disco was standing for. By decade's end, Beverly Johnson had become the first Black woman on the cover of Vogue. Farrah Fawcett's hair was everywhere, and Diane Keaton's Ralph Lauren designed wardrobe and Annie Hall put menswear-inspired dressing on women front and center.